Hello everybody, I'm Prowl, and you've probably already heard a little bit about the Diablo seasons already. There's a developer live stream that just happened, so either you watched that or you've watched the coverage from a lot of different creators on the developer live stream already. We are going to cover that news here, but I want to add in some extra things that I found too. We've found some very interesting tweets and reply tweets from the developers that you probably haven't seen anywhere else that I want to go over. And I just want to make sure that you have a good understanding of all the context around seasons. So I'm not only feeding you the news like word for word and graphic for graphic for what these guys showed, but I want to make sure you kind of understand how are these seasons going to work? What are they about? And what is your gameplay going to be like once seasons go live and when they go live? So let's go ahead and start with that. How do seasons generally work? So I'd like to throw in the middle here. If you're enjoying this video, would like to see more of my videos and my Diablo 4 live streams, of which I will be streaming all day, every day, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment down below, and leave a like on the video. So first off, when Diablo 4 launches on June 2nd / June 6th, depending on if you got the early release editions or not, you won't be launching into a season. You'll be launching into the Eternal Realm. We'll talk about what the Eternal Realm is a little bit later, but you're going to basically start a character and just kind of go through and play the game. And you're going to want to beat the game at least on one difficulty. So you won't be in any kind of seasonal content. There won't be anything special outside the core base play of the game. Now, I bring this up because when season 1 starts, which is expected to be mid to late July, so put that rough date on your calendar, circle half the calendar of July there, so you know when to expect for the season to start. To participate in a season, you have to have beaten the game one time. Now, it doesn't matter what difficulty that's on. You can do it on the easiest difficulty. You can go through and do all the difficulty levels, all 4 of them. That part's kind of up to you. But to actually participate in the season, you do have to have completed the game once. So go ahead and hop on, and you're going to want to get that done before mid-July comes around. Now, every time you start a new season, you will always and forever start with a level 1 character. That's it. There's no bringing characters over from other seasons. There's no bringing your Eternal Realm character over. You will start a brand new season at level 1. I'm going to touch on that in just a minute, so don't worry. I'm coming back around to it if you're worried about it. Now, a season lasts 3 months. They're going to do 4 seasons a year, so I would expect them to be almost like clockwork. If you're talking about January 1st is the start of a season, then April 1st will probably be the start of the next season. It'll be almost exactly 3 months on the nose from what it sounds like the developers are saying. That gives you 90 days. You have 90 days to really do one thing, kind of do 2 things. So you have 90 days to get the season pass level all the way up to the highest level, which I believe is going to be level 90. We'll talk about that later too. And it is expected from the developers, they have said this, that on average, you're looking at about 80 hours to complete a season pass. 80 hours. If you do the math on this, it's about 6 hours a week. So if you put in roughly 6 hours a week during the course of that 3-month period, you will max out your season pass and get all of the rewards that are available for that season. I know I'm loading the back end of this video, but trust me, you're going to want to stick around. I got a lot of good information on all these things. But you do kind of have a second task. You have a second task of leveling your character all the way up to the max level so you can experience all of the content, everything from the early game to the end game content, and really even beyond that. There's things to do after you reach level 100 as well. But for the most part, that's kind of the end goal that you may have set for yourself. It's expected to take about 150 hours to reach level 100, which will be about 11.5 hours a week of gameplay. Again, this is on average. You'll probably start out a little bit slower at this. And as we figure out this game and get better and better at it, it'll probably get quicker and quicker. These seasons that we're going into, they're going to have a special theme, which is really cool. So you'll have quests and a story outside of the main storyline. So it won't really have anything to do with Lilith necessarily, that you'll go through that pertain to that particular season and theme. And then you'll have game mechanics, legendary affixes, cosmetics, and all these different things that also fit either loosely or tightly within that theme. Now, once the season's over, this is the part that most people seem to be confused with if you're not used to playing a Diablo or ARPG season style game. And I guess this is probably more specific to Diablo, right? Is once the season's over, it's over. That's it. You don't get to continue on anymore within that season, and you can't take that character that you made over to the next season. So you may wonder, what the heck happens to my character? Like, maybe I only got to level 62 and I want to keep playing it. That character, that class that you are building, after the season's over, it immediately moves over to the Eternal Realm. It's called the Eternal Realm because your characters there get to live on forever. Now, the things that are specific to that season, certain game mechanics and that sort of thing, those things are gone. You will then move to the base game instead, which is how we're going to start when the game launches. You won't have that seasonal content anymore. But outside of that, like 97, 99% of the things that you're used to playing within the game are still there. And if you want, you can continue playing that character. Maybe you really like your level 62 necromancer that you're playing. You're having a fun time. You really just want to see what it's like to get to that in-game content and max out your character and see how powerful you can get it. Keep playing in the Eternal Realm. There's going to be a ton of people that are still playing there. And will that probably mean that you're missing out on season 2 or season whatever, the following season? Yeah. It will, and that might kind of suck depending on what the cosmetics are. Look through the cosmetics and the rewards and things that are within that season. If you don't really care about them too much, play the Eternal Realm, max your character out. If you do, level your character up in the next season, and then at some point go back and max out your other characters. Or, you know what, maybe you don't even care. Maybe it's fun to getting to level 60, 70. You just care about getting the cool free stuff in the battle pass and leveling up a new character with your friends or whatever. You can kind of play your way. Do it the way you want to do it. You don't have to play the game a certain way just based on how Diablo is designed and other people's play it. Just do things your way, I guess, is the message I want to get across. So, like, what information were we able to pull from this developer live stream? Like, what new stuff do we really know that we didn't really know before? Well, the first thing is that, like, the seasons, the theming of the seasons was something that I don't know if was hinted towards earlier or not. I don't remember hearing it anyways. And these season themes are going to be pretty cool. So let me give you an example to kind of like put this into some kind of perspective for you, give you an image in your head. Let's say season 1's theme is going to be about killer fluffy bunnies. They use the example of zombies in there. Zombies is too, like that's too possible. Like zombies could happen. We're going to talk about killer fluffy bunnies instead. So you'll have quests related to these killer fluffy bunnies. And those quests will guide you through special game mechanics that are related to these fluffy bunnies. And then you'll likely see monster families or other mobs or bosses maybe that are introduced that are somehow related to these fluffy bunnies, and new related affixes, cosmetics in the battle pass that you're going to earn along the way. Pretty much most things that differ from the base game will have some sort of either loose or direct relation to that killer fluffy bunny theme. And Blizzard, if you use my killer fluffy bunny theme, I expect some kind of royalties. I'm just putting that out there right now. So now this will lead us to the screenshot that I'm about to show you for season objectives. So basically the season objectives, these are like goals that you have throughout the duration of the season. If you've played other games that have like daily tasks or weekly tasks, it's kind of like that, but it's more structured and it's season long, right? So you're going to have these different acts that you go through, or chapters, I think they call them, that you go through. You see them kind of highlighted up at the top right here. There's 4, and then there's like these other ones. I don't quite know what they are. They didn't show us those. And you'll see it kind of tells you chapter 1, you've completed 0 out of the 9 objectives. They have a couple top secret things that they've covered. They don't want you to see. This is like an actual screenshot from season 1, I think. So they don't want you to see things that may give away what that season's theme are. So they covered up a couple things in here for us. But you have the 0 to 9 objectives completed. Down below there, you have the chapter rewards. They showed you that you will get some of the game currency, which is platinum. You'll get some crafting supplies, and you'll get what I think is a legendary affix. I think that's what that thing over there stands for. And it tells you at the bottom, you actually only need to complete 7 of the 9 objectives to earn rewards and unlock the next chapter. So while we can't see what all of the like 9 are, we can see a few of them, right? Some of them, like this is the very first chapter that we have to complete. These ones are going to be pretty easy. Collect Gallovine, that's not that hard. Complete any dungeon, complete a local event, complete dungeons and fractured peaks. So some of these, like, it's going to be kind of easy to just go go through and complete all of them and just get all the rewards, because you see that as you go through and you complete them, you get favor for doing all of these, even the ones that you don't have to do. So like you're going to get more favor, and we'll talk about what that is here in a couple moments, for completing all 9 versus just completing 7 of them. But sometimes you're going to run across ones that maybe you don't want to do. Maybe you hate PvP, and there's one in here that says kill 5 players in PvP. Well, that's cool. You just don't have to do it. Maybe there's one that says defeat 3 world bosses, and you're never really on at times that world bosses are there, or you don't like the idea that you have to group up with other people and you don't want to do them. That's cool. Just don't do it. They make it that easy. Again, like one of the themes in Diablo here is you kind of have agency to do within a fair amount, do what you want to do to progress through the game, as opposed to having to be a 100% completionist to do it. So favor, what is favor? Well, favor is your way of leveling up the battle pass. This is the battle pass's experience points, if you will. So you'll earn favor for completing those season objectives, and you'll earn favor for just leveling up through the game. Now, we don't really know what that balance is. Can you max out the battle pass by, I don't know, just getting level 100 and not really worrying about the objectives? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Or if you do all the objectives, can you gain favor really quickly and level up through the battle pass? Again, we'll kind of see. That's yet to be known by anybody, I think. But when it comes to this battle pass and the favor, there are 3 different battle passes, and this is going to matter to you because this is going to answer the whole pay to win concern that people have. And if you hear anybody still talking about pay to win, you need to ignore them. Just like ban their channel from your memory. Don't watch them anymore, because there is no pay to win in Diablo 4. And you know what? If that changes in the future and somebody wants to call it out, by all means, go for it. I'll call it out too. But I think they learned their lesson from Diablo Immortal, which was all pay to win. And they've completely eliminated this, and they've made that point again and again and again. And a couple things I'm going to point out to you in here will show you that. So as you gain favor and you level up through the free battle pass, you can earn these things called ashes. Yes, we have platinum, favor, ashes. We have a lot of currencies and things to think of in this game. It's getting a little ridiculous at this point, but it is what it is. I want to help make sure that you guys understand a difference in them. You can earn ashes through the battle pass at like different stages of it, and ashes can buy power. So if ashes can buy power and you can get ashes in the free battle pass, can you get ashes in the premium, the paid battle passes? I'll be there in a second. That free battle pass, though, you should know, also gives you like different cosmetics, emotes, mount cosmetics, and that sort of thing too. And I don't remember the exact number. Was it like 24 like levels or something in the battle pass that have free things in them? So you have up to 24, 26, something like that, rewards in the free battle pass. Now, when you get to the premium battle pass, this one costs about $10 US, 1,000 platinum, which is the in-game like currency that you buy with your in real life money. There are no ashes available to get in the premium battle pass. So no pay to win. There's only cosmetic stuff. So spend the $10, you'll get the same amount of ashes through there, and you'll only get cosmetics as extra rewards. Instead of getting 26 cosmetic or total rewards, there's a total of 90 levels for 90 rewards. So you will get up to 90 different rewards as you go through, which is really awesome. And you'll see with the on-screen graphic right here, this one's showing levels 11 through 20. You'll see there's a reward for every level, which is kind of neat. A lot of games like skip a lot of the levels and don't give you a reward every level. So it's kind of neat. I don't know if it'll be like this the whole way through, but I think it is. You can see those ashes with a little lock below them, a 10 and a 20. I'll tell you about that in a second too. And you see cosmetic rewards. You see you earn platinum in the battle pass as well. We'll talk about that in a few moments as well. You earn emotes and other things too. So here's the part where people would try to create concern, and that's with the premium plus skip head battle pass. So this one's $24.99. It gives you 20 level skips on the battle pass, not in-game levels, battle pass levels. Don't get those confused. And you get one special unique cosmetic within that as well that you can't get any other way. This is common for games to do this, like it or hate it. It's just the way it works. If you see a skin, a cosmetic that you really want, then buy the battle pass. If you don't, then don't buy it. It doesn't affect your gameplay any, so get over it. But the 20 level skips is where people may get concerned because, wait a second, Prowl, you said that we can earn ashes in the battle pass. So if somebody can get 20 level skips ahead and they get ashes right away and they can use ashes to buy power, well, then that's pay to win. It's not. That's what these little locks here on this graphic are for. The first set of ashes right here that you get at Battle Pass level 15, you have to be level 10 in-game level to get that. The ones hidden behind Battle Pass level 20, you have to be level 20 to get those ashes. And there's actually also a level requirement to spend those ashes as well. So in any event, those locks are there to make it so you still have to level up on your own and progress through the game to even get those anyways. And I would assume that level 10, level 20 in these two examples are roughly what level you would be at, maybe even in a best case scenario of your character when you reach that point in the battle pass anyways. So no pay to win, no pay to win. So this tweet on screen here, Adam Fletcher was talking about seasonal blessings, smoldering ashes, and obtaining those and stuff. And somebody asked, do you know if the amount of platinum obtainable in the premium battle pass is enough to buy the next one? This is actually something that a lot of games will commonly do. Like I've seen like Fortnite, Apex Legends, like these types of games that have battle passes will do. They'll actually make it to where you can earn enough of the end game currency to like just pay for your next battle pass. And unfortunately, I don't know why Blizzard's not doing that. I mean, I guess I know why. They're going to make more money this way, probably, right? But Blizzard's not going that route. Adam Fletcher specifically says here, it will not, but can be used towards the purchase of one, but won't be enough to fully cover it each battle pass. If I were to give Adam and Rod and the Diablo team some advice, like these guys, you guys have done a great job. If this is the worst thing that I have to complain about, like more power to you. But throw some more platinum in there, because ultimately this is what's going to happen at the end of the day. People are going to get this extra platinum. They're going to get, I don't know how much you guys are charging for some of these cosmetics, but they're going to take this platinum that they earn through the course of a season or 2 seasons or whatever. They're probably going to buy the cosmetics with it anyways. They're going to see something in the store that they can't live without. So if you give them 1,600 platinum within that battle pass, and they could buy themselves a new battle pass with that, people aren't good with saving money, guys. They're going to spend it on something in the store. And then come the next season, they're going to be like, oh crap, I don't have enough to buy my next season pass. I'm going to have to buy it anyways. So it's what it's doing is it's cycling more of your skins around within the community that other players are going to see and want. And you're probably going to break even, but just make people happier in doing it and helping the few people out that really can't afford to buy a battle pass each season, like the kids out there that like they talk mom into buying it one time, or somebody that's just on a tight budget, like they're going to buy it once and then like in perpetuity keep earning it. Well, let those people do it. That's what I say. That's my opinion anyway. So I mentioned a little bit earlier the fact that you could use ashes to buy power, buy something to make your character like more powerful or give you some type of like end game benefit is what it means to buy power. And that's called season blessings. You can see here with this graphic on screen that there are a total 4 of them that we've been shown, and one of them that is not. We have Urn of Aggression, which gives you a boost to XP earned from monster kills. You have Urn of Bargaining, boost to the amount of gold earned from vendor sales. Urn of Reclamation, boost to the chance of rare materials from salvage. And then Urn of Prolonging, which is a boost to the duration of all elixirs. And there's some special one here that obviously must be themed to whatever this theme is. And in our example earlier, Fluffy Bunny, we have a killer Fluffy Bunny themed season blessing as well. And we don't know how many ashes you can earn like throughout the course of a season, but however many it is, which again are only in the free pass, you can spend here to make your character more powerful / help you progress through the game in a way that just helps you in whatever your play style is. I don't know which one I'll use here. The reclamation and getting like more rare salvage materials sounds interesting, but so does just getting more XP and be able to level up faster too. I don't know which way I'm going to go. The cool thing is we were told that you can like respec this. You can refund the points at the cost of some gold in game and then like respecialize them however you want to. So that's cool too. And finally, before we end up here, I want to make sure you get all of the latest news. And this is news and information that a lot of you won't get because you have to go through the developers' tweets to find it. And I did that for you. So first one here, we had a question for Joseph Piapora. Great communication again. No leaderboards for 2 seasons. Seems rough though. This is a reference to the fact that they said that leaderboards will not be ready for season 1. Will probably not be ready for season 2. If you want to know what leaderboards are, basically they're just a scoreboard that lets you know like how the best people at different statistics like leveling and other things are doing in the game. It just gives you a cool way to see like where do you rank, where do these other players rank, like how good are they? And it's just a kind of fun way to be like competitive without being directly competitive, if that makes sense. Now, Joseph Piapora said, I understand the team will be looking to add this as soon as we can. It's a much larger undertaking than it may seem. So hopefully we see it in season 2, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Season 3, which would be what, about 8 to 9 months from now is when we should expect to see it. Here we have a question from Rusker asking Adam, if I can't complete the battle pass, will I miss out on the rewards I wasn't able to get? Or is there a system that allows me to activate previously owned battle passes? Thank you. And Adam said, currently they're tied to completing battle passes before the new one begins. And they've stated elsewhere that they did this for a reason. They did this because the way that the seasons are designed to have these special unique mechanics that disappear after that season's over, and they move that character over to the Eternal Realm, you don't have access to those special things, meaning you can't go through and complete the battle pass. I get it. It makes sense. It kind of forces people to like, I don't know, you do get a little bit of that FOMO, that fear of missing out. And then you want to jump into the next season right away and you have more players within that season. My personal opinion though, I don't think it would hurt if there's like within some certain restrictive range for somebody to be able to go back and play the last season. So let's say, you know, I was getting close to my level 90 in the battle pass. Maybe I got level 68 and I kind of just want to go through and finish it with those game mechanics and everything in place. Maybe if, you know, we're moving on to season 2, I could keep playing season 1 on my own, whether that be alone or maybe with other people that are still in season 1 for, you know, the next month or maybe through the duration of season 2. I understand not wanting it to be there forever. You don't want to have season 11 going on and people still being able to go back to season 1. That would be a lot. But to maybe keep it for one cycle, maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. It would give people like a little bit more agency over their time and what they do and make people feel like that have busier lives that can't always be on the play. It kind of make them feel like they can spend more time in the game and at least complete a whole season. Okay, and I have a string of tweets on this, so bear with me. So we had Demetris ask, can you clarify? It was mentioned cosmetics are class agnostic in the past to use for other characters. But it was also said there are 2 full armor sets to collect in the pass. Are there 2 armors for all classes or specific to 2 classes each season? The way it was worded, it kind of goes against each other, right? So we're going to get some clarification here. Joseph says they're for all classes. When you claim the gloves of the first set, for example, you've then unlocked that appearance for every class. Okay. We have another question regarding this, and I'm going to string these all together. So hi, Adam, with the cosmetics earned in the premium pass, will they be locked to the class like in Diablo Immortal, or will it also unlock for all classes for your account? Assuming you get the whole set in one go and not each piece individually. Hope that makes sense. Adam said, once you get to a specific armor piece in the battle pass, you'll unlock all the armor pieces for each of the 5 classes. It's why it looks like a stack of cards on the battle pass image we shared. So what that means to you is if you're playing a necromancer and you get to level 18 in the pass and you get this pair of gloves, you're not just getting necromancer gloves, you're getting gloves or chest piece or whatever for every single class. Now, more confusion around this. I heard discussion of class-specific armor sets in shop, but will there be sets that are usable on all classes or only per class? Again, they could have made this a little bit clearer in the live stream because they were talking about class-specific stuff. But when they say class-specific, what they mean is they took like one armor type, but they made it specific for each class because each one has to fit, which is what Kagan says right here. All armors are made for a given class specifically. The battle pass armors are themed to the season and similar across all 5 classes. And the battle pass gives you those armor sets for all 5 classes. So you'll get a total of 10 full armor sets, 2 full sets for each class. Now, what does that mean? 2 full sets for each class? Well, Rod here lets you know all classes. So 20 armor sets, 2 armor sets times 2 body types for 5 classes. So you actually get 20 sets total when you go across all body types for all classes. And technically it sounds like 21 types because Adam Fletcher added in full armor sets for your mount and character. When they're saying sets, what they mean is throughout the course of this paid battle pass, you will have gloves, helmet, leggings, boots, armor piece, etc. You will have a full set that is meant to go together within the pass. And there's 2 of those different sets in the pass. So you'll have 2 full suits of armor. What Adam is clarifying here is that also includes the mount. So you will also earn a matching mount armor set to go with it all too. So that's pretty neat. Something that if you don't pay attention to all these tweets, you probably wouldn't pick up on. Something for you guys to keep in mind here, if you buy the deluxe or ultimate edition, Adam here is answering a question saying that you do get the battle pass with that. So with the deluxe edition, you do get the standard $9.99 battle pass. If you get the ultimate edition, you get the one with the skip that's worth $24.99. So keep that in mind. And then here's one more thing that you should know related to the battle passes, these smoldering ashes. Kagan did clarify on Twitter, you cannot trade smoldering ashes with other players. They're for you and your account only. So this is great. We got a lot of good information from the stream. The developers provided a lot of great information on Twitter, and hopefully I was able to give you guys this information in a way that you thought was fun, entertaining, and informative. So if you would like to support the channel, there's only a couple basic things that I need you to do. I do this full-time, transitioning over from a Minecraft full-time content creator to a Diablo one, and you can help me the most by just helping me grow the channel. So if you enjoyed the content, subscribe if you don't mind. Like the video too, helps out with that YouTube algorithm, gets us pushed out there. Drop comments down below too. Respond to my replies to your comment if you have something of value to say, because those help out as well. And then make sure you take this video and you share it with all your Diablo friends, retweet it on Twitter, whatever you can do to help get us out there further. And also, when you see me go live, pop in, say hello, hang out for a while, maybe even consider joining the Discord or joining the clan that we create for our Discord members. All those things would be great too. So anyways, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for at least watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one, and I'll see you on Server Slam. I will be live the whole weekend, so make sure you catch me.